So here's the walkthrough for my Django Tic Tac Toe project. Before I go through the code, I'll show you my project. So first I have to get the terminal set up. I have to open up the environment that I created for this project. I'll do that using this command, source my world, which is what I called it in activate. As you can see now, it's in the environment that I made. And then we'll go to the project, which is called Tic Tac Toe. So now here we are in this directory, and then we're gonna run it. So Python 3 and Python server. Okay. So after all of that, you can see here that it started the development server here. So I'm just going to copy and paste this into Chrome. So here's the landing screen for my Tic-Tac-Toe project. Obviously not anything super special, just because Django was super new to me and it took me a long time to kind of get the hang of it. So here we'll hit start game, and then this is the game page. So here you can see that it tells us who's gonna start, and then you just click the button on where you want to go. Right now it's just local multiplayer, but in the future I have plans of making it either against a computer or maybe even online, which I think would be pretty cool. And so then you can just refresh it when you want to start another one, and you can see we keep getting player O, but there finally it just grabs a random one, either X or O, to start. So that's kind of just a walkthrough of the program. And then let's just take a look at the code. So here, when you use Django, you have these things called apps. So here is like the main program, Tic-Tac-Toe. But then in order for it to work, you have to have an app. So I have one for homepage, which I didn't really name it that well because this has both the homepage or the landing page and the game page. Because I didn't really know what I was doing quite yet. But that app makes it so that it's able to run. So here in the main project URLs, you can see that we have a link to the home page, which is the app I was just talking about, and then to this page, which is the URLs. And this is just kind of the navigator. So when you first open it up, it pulls it up with the home page, which is what you saw with that big button that said start game. And then this pretty much does the same thing. And then once it goes to game, then you're in the game page. And then each of these URLs link to a view, which are basically like functions that do things. And so all of these just kind of bring up these templates. So the home page will bring up the homepage.html, and then I actually never even ended up using that. And then the game.html. So here's the homepage.html. Super simple, like I said, just has a title and then the button to start. And then there's also some CSS for it, which again isn't super crazy. Here is the game, and I'll explain this a little bit better. So I took each square and put it into a couple sections just so that I was able to access it a little bit easier. And then each section has a button. So obviously there's 9 sections because there's 9 squares on a tic-tac-toe board. And so this button, it's waiting for as soon as you click it, because then it'll go to my function 2, function 3, just depending on what square it is, which ties back to this JavaScript. So here we're just getting all the text where we're going to put the X or the O, and then these buttons really, the only reason we got the buttons from the HTML is so that we can make it go away once someone placed an X or no. Because without this, then the button would just stay there. And so here, it gets a random number. If it's 1, then X starts, and if it's 0, 2, sorry, then player O will start. And then, like I said, it's just waiting for the button to click, and then as soon as it clicks, it's going to go to whatever function it was. So since that was the first square, then it would go to this one. And then it's just checking if count is odd or even, then it's O's, and then if it's odd, then X. And every time someone goes, then the count goes up, so that way it switches turns every time, and then there the button is hidden. So, and then all of these are just the exact same for each of the individual squares. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.